Hi friends, welcome to Yuva Guru Maths Theory Lectures. We have theory and practical, two separate videos. In theory we cover the concepts and in practicals we solve the examples. So you can download both as both are useful for CBSE, ICSE, various state boards across India and outside India as well. Anyone who deals in maths needs to download this Yuva Guru Maths Olympiad app. So let's focus on our topic. Today's topic is probability. Definitions. We are only focusing on theory. Okay. Trial. Now what is a trial? A single performance of a random experiment is known as a trial. Means what? Suppose if you take one coin and toss it in the air. So that is a trial. You take one dice, toss it in the air. That is a trial. So anything which you do, you can take two coins and toss them in the air. That is also one trial. Okay. So that is the meaning of trial. A single performance of a random experiment. Remember this word. A random experiment. You don't know why random? Because when you toss the coin, do you know whether you will get head or tail? You don't know. That's why it's called as random. Similarly, when you toss a dice, do you know which number you will get it on the face? No. That's why it's called as random. Sample space. The set consisting of all possible outcomes of the random experiment is known as sample space. See here. Set consisting of all possible outcomes. This is very important. All possible outcomes. Means what? Take again the example of the same coin. When you toss the coin, what are the possible outcomes? Either head or tail. So only two outcomes are possible. So sample space is 2 over there. Okay. Similarly, when you toss a dice, so there are 6 faces. So what are the total possible outcomes? 6. Anything can come. So sample space is 6. Because again random experiment is important. Okay. All possible outcomes and random experiment. This is very important. Okay. Now event. A subset of sample space of a random experiment is called an event. See here. Event is a part of sample space. Always remember. Event cannot be greater than sample space. Okay. So sample space is say in a coin 2. So event can be either head or tail. So event can be one only. Either head or tail. Okay. Similarly for dice, sample space is 6, but event can be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, right? So a subset of a sample space of a random experiment is called an event. Now probability. Let n be the total number of trials and m be the favorable event. The empirical probability PE of an event E happening is given by m upon n. Now what is this? Quite easy to understand. See here. Don't get into confusion. It's very simple. Probability is always favorable upon total. Remember, very basic. Favorable upon total. Favorable means what you want and total means total sample space. Okay. Like suppose if I throw a dice and I want only 3 to come on the face. So what is the number of favorable event? That 3 will come on the face. Only 1. So m is 1 and n is what? Total number of trials. How many are possible? Sample space 6. Right? So 1 upon 6 will be the probability of getting 3 or any number also. 4 also same thing. 1 by 6 only. Okay. Suppose if I ask you what is the probability of getting a head when I throw a coin. So total number of trials is what? Total sample space. So that is 2. N is 2. And getting a head is what is how many ways it's possible? Only 1. 1. So 1 upon 2. Right. Similarly in the dice. Suppose if I ask you what is the probability of getting the number 5 on the face. So how many trials are possible? 6. And what is the probability of getting 5? Means what are the in how many ways can you get 5? Only one way, right? So again 1 upon 6, that way. When you see the solved examples in this app, then you will understand it better. That's why I say you download that and this Yuva Maths Olympiad app. The probability of any event is 1. The probability of any certain event is 1. Certain means it is sure to happen. So the sun will set. What is the probability that the sun will set? 1, because it is to set in the evening. The sun will rise in the morning. What is the probability? Yes, it is 1. The probability of an impossible event is 0, right? So impossible event means, suppose if I say the sun will set in the east, what is the probability that sun will set in the east? There is no probability, 0, right? That is an impossible event. So probability is always 0, less than or equal to p, less than or equal to 1. Means probability is always either 0 or 1 or between these two. It cannot be less than 0, it cannot be more than 1. Okay? So that was a theory on probability. You download this Yuva Maths Olympiad app from Play Store to get these videos, tests, question banks with explanations directly on your mobile. These videos contain theory and practical both. Theory covers the concepts, practical covers the problems. Both these are useful for CBSE, ICSE, various state boards across India and outside India as well. Anybody who wants to deal in maths needs to download this Yuva Maths Olympiad app. Follow us on Facebook on this link. WhatsApp us on this number for any query related to purchases. So keep studying, keep watching. Thanks.